And so we know how to fix these things. And DC is, I think DC voted, if I remember right, 92% Democrat. Democrat policies don't work, and they destroy every community that they are in charge of.
Then why don't Republicans assert their constitutional authority over the city? Don't they control the Congress?
Yes, I'd be all for it.
Who's against it?
Susan Collins is really vocally against it. So on questions of home rule, so for example, let's take an issue you and I care a lot about, the COVID lockdowns. I had a couple of years ago in the middle of them. The DC school district was proposing throwing out of school any child that was not vaccinated. And at the time, if I remember correctly, it was something like 40% of the African-American students in DC were not vaccinated. So we're talking about literally throwing out 40% of the kids at public school. And so I had a vote on the Senate floor to say, look, they can't throw kids out of school for this. And we ended up having a big argument. And part of the argument was home rule, where and Susan was the most vocal Republican that's like, no, we have to let DC run. And I'm like, why? The Constitution gives us the power to do it. And it ended up, by the way, every single Democrat, all of them, voted in favor of the DC public schools being able to throw out 40% of the black kids from school. And I said, look, you throw a kid out of school, you got a 14, 15-year-old boy, you throw him out of school, you know what's going to happen next. He's going to join a gang. He's going to engage in crimes. He's going to engage in drugs. He could be dead within 5 years if that kid doesn't get an education. And the Democrats were more than happy to say, we don't care. Right now, our religion is get the vaccine or to hell with you.
I mean, once again, I couldn't agree with you more, but can you feel the frustration of people, including your voters, every American, at the emphasis on foreign countries and the threat we supposedly face, a lot of which is fake, obviously.
Like, where is he going with this already? Like, what are we talking about? He's making his way to Israel right now. That's what he's doing. He's making his way to the Jews.
He's not even listening.
He's like not hearing a word that Ted Cruz is saying. It's exactly what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Which is sad, because this is the type of interview I would love to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even depending on whether or not you're a fan or not a fan of Ted Cruz, he's well-spoken, he's articulate, he's expressive, he's willing to communicate in what comes off as a free and open way. Absolutely. This is as good as
his opinions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fine.
And if you think about that, right? So what you just heard was Ted Cruz was saying Democrats were completely ready to have almost 1 out of every 2 black kids get kicked out of school. Every single one of them voted for it. Wow, that I find insane to me.
Yeah.
Yet,
I agree. That is not a good policy.
It is not. I think that makes the Democrats look terrible.